Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. This is Brayan Reaction. So guys, if it is for the first time you are meeting any of my videos, you're coming across any of my videos for the first time, don't forget to support me, subscribe, like, share, and also comment. So to my returning viewers and subscribers, thank you guys for the love and support you're showing unto me. So in today's video, I want to thank, all of you who have been calling me and advising me on the best content to bring to you. And in relation to that, one of you, asked me also to be doing races in this channel. And I think maybe it's not a bad idea. So today in the world of athletes, we are starting with this under 20 100-meter final. I wanted to watch this race. Jamaicans were present, the Bahamas, the Trinidad. So let's watch this race, see how it went down, and I'll be back with a few reactions.
Victory at the Jamaican High School Championships, and so he wanted to be rested for this one.
Has come down from the 4 hurdles and the 400 and the 200 after starting in class 3 in the 100 meters, has come back to those events with a plum. His times 10.21 last year, 20.53 this season, a double at the Jamaican High School Championships have marked him as a sprinter to watch. Was in the big people's final at the Nationals last year with the big guns, and is showing that he deserves to be there.
In the 200 meters, the second fastest in this field, the Grenadian Nazia John missed the 100 meters because of flight issues, made it for the 200.
I wonder if he's a little bit tired from the flight delays, has looked sluggish in the early going in his races and comes on down the stretch. 20.74 last year in the World Junior Championships in Nairobi, and at college in the States has come to represent his country in Kingston.
Normally the jet lag doesn't hit you on the first day, Hubert. It's like the second and third days that you really start to feel that fatigue start to set in. So you could be right, jet lag.
Zachary Evans, he a medalist in the 100 meters, was in the long jump as well. Sees himself on the screen, he and his friends, and they enjoy the moment. They're on center stage in Kingston. These fans, quiet and contemplative. 200 will shake them up in a few minutes.
Of course, it's free to get into the bleachers, so if you're watching and you want to come down and get a piece of the action, there's still time. There's Sandra Davison, sub-21 man, anchor leg on the Jamaican 4x1 team that won gold in 39.15 last night.
National Junior 100 champion last year, and 20.90 for 200 this season.
Sandra Davison, some people says that he reminds them of the great Usain Bolt. His anchor leg was just so Bolt-like that people made that comparison. But it was a very good run by the Jamaican team last night, and Sandra Davison did a very good job on that anchor leg.
Lots of potential for Davidson. Told me he wants to get back to the World Juniors this year.
So many outstanding talents here in Jamaica in the boys sprints. Levell, of course, there's Nazia John. Spoke about him earlier, 20.79 in the World Under-20 semi-finals in Nairobi last year. Didn't get through to the final. Did make the 100 final in Nairobi, finishing in 7th position. And hoping to deliver a medal for Grenada here. Their medal hopes would have been hit Grenada when Jamora Alves came down with illness and out of 3 field events where she would have been favored to medal. There's Jaden Reed of the Cayman Islands, trains here in Jamaica at Jamaica College.
20.91 man. I think this distance between all of those he does, 100, 200, 400, is his best. Tight inside lane. He's a tall boy, but if he can negotiate the curve, he can get one. Here's Brian Levell, the favorite, undefeated at 200 this season.
And he hopes to keep it that way. His one defeat at 100 meters came at the hands of the Carifta champion now, DeAndre Daly. This race scheduled for 6:15. Just a minute away from that. The stadium announcer welcoming Kareem Street Thompson, still the long jump record holder. As we look at the lineup, Nasir John in lane number 8 representing Grenada. 20.79 personal best, second fastest in the field. There is Wanye Bell. We expected a British Virgin Islands athlete to be in this final, but we thought it would be Jalil Kroll. Bell has already finished 5th in the 100 final. Now looks to improve over 200. Sandra Davison, anchorman on Jamaica's winning team last night. 20.90 personal best, 21.26 in qualifying. Sandra Davison, he's looking for an individual medal here to go with relay gold. There's the favorite, 20.53 personal best, consistently under 21 seconds, 21.01 in qualifying. Shaquem McKay, 21.38 this season, 21.33 at his best, 21.46 in qualifying, competitor 4.13. In lane number 3, the Bahamian, Zion Campbell, looking calm, unperturbed ahead of this final. The Bahamian in lane 3. Competitor 48. Then in lane number 2, 20.91 personal best, Jaden Reed of the Cayman Islands, 4th in the 100 meters. Bradley wants to take home a medal for his country. And on the inside, in lane number 1, Maskell Beckles of Barbados, slowest into the final at 21.73.
Levell has looked the best in qualifying, balanced and easy, has the fastest time in the semis, 21.01.
Carifta record, once the world under 20 record, 19.93. Usain Bolt, forget about it. Final of the under 20 boys 200 meters.
I expect Levell here to get a fairly good start, but he has such a deceptive speed. You don't know how fast he's going until you're right beside him.
Set. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
Break at the start. Maskell Beckles up Barbados. Hands on head. I think he'll escape this one. I think all will be safe. Needs to calm down.
I think he actually just fell out. He didn't try to move out. I think he just fell. The starters are conferring with the reaction personnel, and then they're going to make their decision.
Green card it will be, as I suspected. She waves that green card most gracefully.
The starter has enormous powers of discretion
On your marks.
over a critical area of track and field racing, the start.
I think they weigh heavily the intention or perceived intention, and that factors into their decision.
Now Maskell Beckles of Barbados needs to compose himself, get ready for battle.
Set.
Off this time. Nasir John flew out in lane number 8. Brian Levell is also running a brilliant curve, as his teammate Sandra Davison. The Bahamian Campbell going well on the inside. Levell in front. Davison chasing him. Jamaica win the 1-2. John gets bronze. Outside 21 seconds. 1-2 for Jamaica, bronze for Grenada.
I think we've been treated to some fantastic performances here that we often forget that these athletes are actually not done with competition. Brayan Levell is possibly likely to be on the 4x14, so I don't know if he was maybe conserving a little bit or the win was more important than records or fast times just to get in front and get that win.
The wind blowing up the straightaway, harming the times at 200. Girls under 20 with Liston, and here with Levell. Took care of business though. That's Nazio John, his best race of the sequence. Third, 21.70. The wind harming the times. Davidson, 2.99. Left hand side, God centered. Second, and Brayan Levell bursts out to the blocks, covers the ground on his teammate in a flash, and heads into the grandstand straight away with the lead.
Came flying at the finish, Nazio John. Brayan Levell being hit by a strong wind down the stretch, staying tall, staying relaxed, staying composed, and easing home to Carifta Gold. Sandra Davison as an individual medal to go with relay gold last night, and Nazio John gets a bronze medal for his troubles. 21.18, 21.35, 21.70 the time for the medalist.
Negative 2.5 on the wind gauge. That tells all the story. This race was a sub-21 waiting to happen.
It sure was. Wow, the 200s are over, and we are so much closer to the end of Carifta 49. What sweet action still to come in the land of wood and water. Sweet jam down. 1-2 in the under 24s 200 meters, led by Brayan Levell. He delivers on this leg. 400 champion record, removing the 47.33 previously held by Usain Bolt.
Miller, the other record holder, 400 hurdles on this team as well.
Both attend Calabar High School in Kingston, where Christopher Taylor went as well.
That man Cubby. Could they be plotting something special, the Jamaicans, this evening? The record has stood since 2012.
Paul Henry was in the 400 final as well for the Jamaicans. He's expected to be on this team, and maybe they go with a half miler. Keandre Kelly, who won the 800 meters. Let's see how they decide. There is Robert Miller, the 400 hurdles champion and record holder, was also a bronze medalist in the 110 hurdles earlier today.
2012 in Bermuda, Ivan Henry, O'Keen Williams, Michael O'Hara, Devon Baker.
That was quite a team, you know. Devon Baker, a 46 man at that stage. Well, he wasn't quite 46.6 yet, to be honest, but he became that. Well, they're excited. They have another team in the final and another opportunity to challenge for a medal. Cameron Mathlin, the 400 silver medalist, 200 finalist, is on their team. He's done a lot of running over the last 3 days though. Let's see how much he has left in store. Sheer adrenaline may push him to help his team to a medal. The Bahamas out there as well.
They have Tiano Ferguson, Jakaria Wilson, Brandon Mackey, and Shivano Nixon lining up for them. No Guyana. Will be interesting to see if they show up in either of the under 20 races. They are scheduled to do so. Guyana having quite a meet.
Tiana Springer was withdrawn from the 200 final for under 20 girls. I wonder what that means for whether they go at 4x4.
Represents the
Second in the series of 4x4 finals. Under 17 boys are up. It's their time to shine.
Macklin, individual medalists, already in these games.
Let's go TTO, they say. Under 20 boys 4x1 champions last night, Trinidad and Tobago. Kareem Chinapo won gold for them in the under 17 200 today. Tafari Waldron won a 5,000 gold medal in a 1-3 finish for Trinidad and Tobago. They've been good here in Grenada. Janae DeGans started them off today in record fashion in the under 20 girls long jump final with a 650 performance. The Trinidad and Tobago team getting ready for battle. Turks and Caicos there as well. They are in lane number 8.
Ali Eliasu leading off for Turks and Caicos Islands.
Grenada, Turks and Caicos, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica and Bahamas. Lanes 2 to 6. Set. Final of the under 17 boys 4x4. The Bahamas go out well. Tracked by the Jamaicans, Trinidad and Tobago moving well down the back straightaway too. Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Bahamas, the big three go through 200 meters together. Looks like Francisco Williams, the 400 hurdles bronze medalist on the opening leg for Jamaica. Trinidad and Tobago right there, Bahamas right there. The Trinbagonians stepping ahead now and taking charge. Bahamas also coming through well. Trinidad and Tobago just ahead of Bahamas and Jamaica. This is good stuff. This is close racing. Grenada in 4th position. They want to remain close for Macklin when he gets the baton, but look at this. For Grenada, they rush through to take the lead. Looks like Kimal Murray on this leg for Grenada. Now in 3rd position, Robert Miller, the 400 hurdles champion and record holder, takes over for Jamaica. Trinidad and Tobago in 2nd. Bahamas 3rd. Grenada now back in 4th place. Trinidad and Tobago with Cheslin Gordon stepping up now to take over from Robert Miller and Jamaica. Trinidad and Tobago just ahead of the Jamaicans. The Jamaicans have the 800 champion Keandre Kelly on this 3rd leg. Trinidad and Tobago right there with them. Remember, the Jamaicans have the 400 champion Bramwell on the anchor leg. What a fine race we have between Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. The 800 man inches ahead for Jamaica. Trinidad and Tobago still fighting. Grenada are now in 3rd position. And I think Macklin is on anchor. Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. What a titanic battle in the under 17 boys 4x400. Now the baton is with the 400 champion and record holder Nicoy Bramwell. He has competition early, hot on his heels, has a look around him, sees what's happening behind, knows that the Trinidad and Tobago athlete is coming.
Corday Lewis there on anchor for Trinidad and Tobago.
Part of the Lewis twins, but Bramwell inches away for Jamaica. Steps on the accelerator, does the 400 under 17 record holder. He's making the gold medal save for Jamaica. Grenada will have a medal because Macklin is on anchor. Whether it will be silver or bronze is to be seen. Jamaica will win gold outside the record. Bramwell shuts down. Trinidad and Tobago holds on with Lewis, and Macklin runs a storming anchor to confirmed bronze for Grenada. Well, that was a marvelous race up until Nicole Bramwell got the baton.
Great battle between Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica all the way through up until that last 400. Not to be denied, that man, Nicole Bramwell, took over and shut things down for Team Jamaica. Not quite record time for them, but a very, very fine run by these young men.
.321.92 for Grenada to get the bronze medal. They were always going to have a chance if Mathlin got the baton close enough, and he did.
And back-to-back relay gold medals for Bramwell.
Hello, welcome back, guys. I hope you have watched that full clip. You have seen how incredible Jamaicans are in the field. So that was the under 20 boys 200 meters final, and you have seen how Jamaicans dominated that race. You know, there's this guy Usain Bolt. He broke a world record, and until now no one has ever been able, to reach that record. So that record still stands up to date. So Jamaicans were the ones who broke that record, and it still stands up to date. So it makes me feel good when I see, youngsters from Jamaicans, coming up, showing us that they are doing it. And one day we really hope and believe that this record will be broken again with just one of the Jamaicans. Now look at this performance from Jamaica. This is very, very incredible. The boys 200 meters under 20. And in this race, the Bahamas were present, Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad, British Virgin, they were all present. And you have seen how Jamaicans completely dominated the whole race. Number 1 and number 2 were from Jamaica. So number 1 was Brayan Levell with 21.18 seconds. That was very, very fast. That is incredible. A very, very good performance from this youngster from Jamaica. So we are, if you try to see this performance, then we are hopeful that in future, these guys will reach that Usain Bolt record, because that record was crazy, very crazy. The races have been going on and gone, and no one has ever been able, to even come across to that Usain Bolt record. It still stands. So Jamaicans, it's good to see Jamaicans stepping up, and we are hoping that one day that record, Jamaica will be responsible, coming up with another crazy record that will shock the world. So number 2 was also a Jamaica by the name Sandra Davidson with 21.35 seconds. Now number 3 was from Grenada, Nazid John with 21.70. Shakim MCK from Trinidad with 21.79. And Zion Campbell from Bahamas with 21.80. So you can see Trinidad and Bahamas took number 4 and 5. So Jamaicans took the gold home. So Brayan Levell took the gold home with 21.18 seconds. A very, very incredible performance. And you have seen how Jamaicans were present to support their own. That is, it feels so good, you guys coming out, to make sure that you are supporting these guys, because, when you have that support, when you have your people on the ground watching you, cheering you, the morale, the psyche, you just do things perfectly. I think this is one of the reasons why Jamaicans always dominate in these races. These are the reasons why Jamaicans are also the best sprinters in the whole world. By the way, Jamaicans in the sprinting nation, Jamaica as a nation is number 1, and they have other several artists. I hope I'll be doing some of the Jamaica best races in the channel, if at all you guys would wish for that. There are several. We have so many best sprinters in Jamaica who have been doing it for so long, and they have proven to the world that Jamaica, when it comes to the sprinting nation, when it becomes to the best sprinters, Jamaicans are always number 1. So They also have their rivals from USA. USA have also been doing best when it comes to this sprinting thing, but Jamaicans are always the best. So big up once again to Brayan Levell for that incredible performance. Winning this race with 21.18, taking the gold home, and it was a final, guys. This was a final, so it was not an easy race. So big up once again, congratulations again to Jamaicans. It always makes me feel good when I see Jamaicans always winning. The love that I have for Jamaicans, Jamaicans are our brothers and sisters from here. So when we see them win, when we see them doing this and, becoming number one, us from this side, we feel so good. Always happy for our brothers and sisters, making it in this sprinting nation. So congratulations once again for Jamaica for taking the gold home. So thank you for watching this video, guys. In the comment section, you can tell me what you think of this performance from Brayan Levell, how he performed in this race, and we can all interact. So thank you once again. Until my next video, one love.